with this bitch, all right? Hello. All right, so a lot of you are not gonna know.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Good morning. This Wednesday. I hope everybody's having a great day so far. Thanks for tuning in. I'm doing this like on the fly because I know she's probably going to delete this post. And I'm going to bite my tongue because the title, what is the title? Yaba and Sam defend a pedophile and natured. Okay. I'm going to bite my tongue through this, so here we go.
What I'm talking about in this video. I'm not going to highlight this person, so I'm not going to, if you don't know the drama, you don't know, okay? Basically, just leave it at that. If you don't like drama and you're just like my weight loss content and my other videos that are happy, just skip this one because I have a response to somebody who, I'm sorry, but I can't hold it in because the audacity, okay, is just too strong in this one that I have to reply. So
and I'm downstairs in my son's room, so if you hear like odd noises, that's why. I have like a family, so they make noise.
All right. And if you're watching Spare Me This, you shouldn't give her attention, BS, because you know what? Yeah, whatever. I'll take the hit on that one. I'll take the L on that one. But Scabba, Doo-Doo, and Greasy Scamantha, you need to take the L on this one, okay? You have the nerve, the audacity, you greasy hypocrites, you have the nerve to compare what happened with Cowbella to your baby daddy, Jesse, S.A.ing a child, his own stepdaughter. You have
First of all, you are a scumbag, number one, for mentioning the guy's name again. I don't care if it's public record. Why repeat it, number one? And number two, to identifying the victim, even though if that's even in the public record, I don't even know if it said stepdaughter or who the child was. You are a complete piece of crap, Chantal.
Here's the difference, because I know you're a little slow. That's fine.
Wow. Okay.
One act was two consensual adults in a fantasy situation, okay? People have different fetishes and fantasies.
You know who else has those type of fantasies? And you can Google this since you like to go on Wikipedia and do that shit. Serial killers and people that do habitually offend, is they tend to have the rape fantasies at the beginning like that, Chantal, and then they act upon them.
What?
And another thing, you don't know Salah. You didn't know him when he lived in Syria. How do you know that he doesn't have victims there, or even victims in Kuwait, Chantal? How do you know? Because in that part of the world, SA is an acceptable punishment towards women. So how do you know?
Differentiates a fantasy from reality is the act of it. Just because somebody wants to act out a fantasy in a sexual situation with another consenting adult does not make them a rapist. What makes somebody a rapist is a non-consensual activity. Okay? All right. I hope you get that. I hope you and your entire dumb-ass audience understand that concept. All right? But your baby daddy, the person that you had 3 children with, yes, 3 children, and don't give me this, once I found out, blah, blah, blah. No, because once you found out, according to the timelines of things, and don't make me bring up those receipts.
Bring them up.
Because they're all over the internet.
Bring up the receipts, Chantal. You have all these receipts. Go ahead.
Different channels. DC Returns, Hekate's daughter.
Here we go.
There's many that have them. Yo Mama.
You know, you need to be careful who you think you are teaming up with and who you think are like on your side, because all of those people that you just mentioned will stab you in the back in 1 second. So have
and they're
fun.
easy to find, I'm sure, okay? Because you and Scam have said a lot of nasty things on Twitter. What are you even doing? You're adults and you have children. You're supposed to be an example. And the fact that I can't have kids doesn't have anything to do with you being a crappy parent, trying to teach your kids morals in life and how to survive in life. Meanwhile, all you do is hate on the same fat women every day, being super obese yourself. Nice example you're creating for your children. What if your children are overweight?
I don't think Yaba and Sam were super obese like you, Chantal. There's a difference between being plus size and being obese, where you can't find clothing. You're on the obese side where you can't find clothing. So sit down and shut up.
You're gonna fat shame them? You're probably going to go, yeah, I
Joke.
want to fat shame them because I want them to be healthy. Yeah, well, healthy, okay, in body, but what about up here? You're going to give them a complex and psychological trauma just because
How do you know? Is that what happened? Excuse me, then is that what your mother did to you? Is that why you have such issues, Chantal? I don't know. Are you speaking from experience?
problem with people being fat. You have issues, man. You need this support group, but you need it for yourself. Your baby daddy is a real life rapist. That's the difference. You always
What about your daddy? What do we know about him? I think we should do some digging into that.
compare what happened with Cow Bella and between that and your baby daddy. There's no comparison. You're a hypocrite. There's no comparison.
Obviously, Yaba has struck a nerve because the only time Chantal comes out and makes a post like this is when there's some truth into what you've said. So, Yaba, good job.
Whatsoever. None. Reality, fantasy. Reality, fantasy. Reality, fantasy. All right? You're not
Keep
going to win
saying
this
that.
one. After you knew about it, Scamantha, your wife, went on Twitter and asked people to stop talking crap about Jesse because he was a war veteran.
So?
Oh, I guess that makes, essaying your own stepdaughter makes it more valid, And for those
You are a scumbag. I am like biting my tongue. I want to say so many things towards her, but I'm not going to do it.
people saying, stop bringing up, it's a child, she's a victim. But it's okay for whenever somebody committed, unalive themselves in the community because they were being bullied and they had mental health issues that didn't help. It's okay to question, the GoFundMe the father put up.
First of all, that unaliving that happened to that other person that was on YouTube had nothing to do with this community. So stop trying to use that woman's name, God rest her soul, as an example and an excuse for yourself. She clearly had mental issues, Chantal. Stop using her and her name, please.
To talk about it. It's okay to exploit that situation, right? It's okay
You're
to exploit
exploiting it.
the
Nobody
father
else is exploiting it. You're the one that keeps bringing it up. You're the one that keeps exploiting it. Nobody else. Nobody else brings it up but you, Chantal. You stop exploiting it.
5 kids left alone by the mother unaliving herself. That's okay. And to call the funeral home to make sure that she passed away. You guys did that. I've never done any nasty crap like that. Never. I don't do any of the nasty crap.
Yes, you did. You had Pissy Poo, who I believe it was their brother-in-law or somebody like that who owned a business that was able to do background checks, and they illegally did background checks on multiple people. So yeah, you have done that shit 100%. Shut up.
You guys do, actually. The things that you have done is disgusting. Disgusting.
Yeah, and
it's okay to talk about Karate Joe's, situation. There was a victim there. That's okay, though, right? I'm not naming anyone by name. I'm talking
but you're gonna name Yaba's stepdaughter, right? That's okay, but you're not gonna name Karate Joe. So who's protecting who now? Seems like you're protecting that pedophile, Chantal.
Situation that was put out publicly, and fair game. I'm sorry. Furthermore, the obituary, Jesse's obituary. Have you guys seen that?
So what? It doesn't matter what the obituary said. It doesn't matter. He still has children. And if that's what they wanted to put in the obituary for the children, that's what they can do in the obituary. They're not going to put all this other crap in the obituary. Fucking earth to Chantal. Shut up. In your obituary, do you want us to put all your crap in the obituary, Chantal? It doesn't make sense. Stop using it as an example. Your examples are stupid.
You should. I don't know if I'm going to share the link to it because I do have it. I've read it.
Oh, who sent you
It sounds
that?
like something Scamantha would write. I'm sure, being that apparently Jesse didn't have a lot of family who cared about him, even his
How
own
do
mother.
you know?
I'm sure that you guys had something to do with the obituary, right? I'm sure. I don't remember how.
Man, you know what? Karma is coming. I mean, karma's actually playing out now that I think about it. Karma's actually playing out in real time as we watch, Chantal. But it's beautiful to watch. Keep digging your hole.
What you streamed when you found out about the baby daddy passing away. I don't think that. I don't remember. I don't remember if you were, sad and down
How do you
and what
know?
you talked about. But I don't remember you coming out and condemning him for being a PDF file. I don't remember you ever coming out and saying that, ever, and condemning him for that.
First of all, everybody knows that she was not with him when these alleged crimes happened. I haven't even read the papers on this because I'm not like into this shit like that. I don't give a fuck. I'm not invested in going into people's backgrounds and all that crap like some people are. I don't do that. But that being said, Yaba has stated that she wasn't even with him for years when these crimes happened. She was raising the children. It has nothing to do with her and her children. Crimes of another individual, Chantal. Stop using it.
I don't.
If that's the case, then the same could be said about you, as far as Skeletor El Scammy over there and the rape that he committed, and alleged rape that he committed, and you driving him to the hotel and then picking him from the hotel and supplying a fake alibi. So the same could be said about you.
The obituary was so glowing that I don't even think Nobel Peace Prize winners will get an obituary like Jesse had. Usually an obituary is,
That's none of your business.
Paragraph or two. This was like a page or two. This
So?
was glowing in detail, his life, how he was with his kids. Like, I'm sorry,
So?
but... And I really don't want to throw accusations because I don't know. I'm not like you and your pathetic
You just
community
did.
who have no content, so you have to make up crap that you don't know anything about. But... without any proof, I have a feeling this wasn't his first rodeo. The guy was always a
Wow.
drug addict, high on drugs,
How
meth,
do you
whatever.
know?
And he was around all of your kids. That's all I have to
Wow.
say. And I really hope I'm wrong.
Yaba, get your lawyer ready, because that's suable right there.
So for
Congratulations,
you to have the
Chantal.
nerve to compare a fantasy situation with two consenting adults versus a situation with a child and your baby daddy,
And Chantal, don't think because you're in Kuwait that you are untouchable. People can sue you from the United States because you still have residency in Canada. You still could be sued. So, Yaba, go after her.
disgusting. I have no words. I have no words for the depravity and the disgustingness of how low this community goes. It's disgusting.
Really?
I mean,
Really?
if you
You're gonna
still
really-
watch these low...
You're really going to say that after saying all this filth that you just said, bringing children in, basically naming the children, saying that they have been diddled by their father, basically, on here, and you really want to say that, Chantal?
people knowing what they condone.
Wow. So what you're saying is that Yaba condones her children being diddled? Is that what you're saying? Look at that face. Look at that. Yeah. You're so happily married in Kuwait, Chantal. Look at that face. Happy.
And naming your dog after
So what?
the PDF file. Now, I don't know when you got that dog, if it was after
What is
Jesse
it? Who
died. Because if it
cares?
was after Jesse died, you knew what happened and you still named your dog after it. You're disgusting. Like, you're so strange. Like, I don't know.
Really?
You like, you want to protect your kids.
Have you looked in the mirror, Chantal?
You want to protect your kids. They're going to find out. And they're going to
Says the woman with no children, and a woman that doesn't even like children.
find out in a nasty way if you don't explain to them what their dad was. They're going to find
Wow.
out on the internet. They're going to see your hate channel full of making fun of fat women. Like, I'm sorry, you can say what you want
You know,
about...
honestly, if Yaba has more strength than I do, because if I was Yaba, yeah, I would buy a plane ticket to Kuwait and I would find Chantal. Let's just put it that way. If she ever talked about my children, and even my children, majority of them are grown now. If she ever came at me this way, talking about my kids, yeah, we'd have a serious problem. I'm old school. We would have a serious problem. Yaba, hats off to you.
me, my mom would never in a million years
Yeah,
have a
right.
hate channel. Like, she has a life. Like,
She does, really?
Ugh.
In her little dumpy little condo in the hood? Yeah, she has a life. Okay. Porking the neighbor while your dad's driving the truck? Yeah, your mom sure does have a life.
she might have been a young teen pregnancy. How old were you? So what if she was 17 having a child? She still did her best to raise me properly.
She
Don't
didn't.
even come
Yeah,
for me and say,
she raised, she did her best. She did a horrible job. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. Get out of here.
I heard you bash my mom about my eating disorder. She's not responsible for that. And what about
Your mom is 100% responsible because you tell the story about the bag of chips. 100% responsible. Your mom is out there running the streets and all they did to shut you up was shove food in your face. Yeah, okay.
Mom, then. What about your parents? Are you not obese? How did you get obese? Huh? From sitting.
Well, sometimes, when women have children, their bodies change and they're not as thin as they used to be. So that would explain that, Chantal. But you would never know that because you can't have children because you polluted your uterus and they had to remove it.
They're talking crap, eating burgers, right? So, and Taco Bell and whatever else you guys gorge on. The hypocrisy, like, how do people not understand how hypocritical it is? Oh, right, because they're all dumb like you, right? Okay.
At this point, I'm kind of rooting for Iran to invade Kuwait at this point.
You have to be dumb. There's no other explanation. There's just none. It's just stupidity at this point. Another point is you like to deflect. And one of the main things you and FF Ghoul like to deflect on is bringing up Natterd. Even though it's been, 3 years since I've seen his jacked up mouth anywhere near me? And you have the nerve to bring up old past things. But since you brought it up with the May situation, making me look like a SA offender.
Excuse me, nobody's making you look like anything when it comes to the May situation. It's all on videotape. We have it, so whatever.
Number one, at the time that happened, the whole thing, I had no idea about it till later, until after it happened. 2.
Lies. It's on video. You knew he was going to the hotel to meet a fan. You drove him to the hotel and dropped him off. Shut up, liar.
Natterd is a manipulative narcissist. He lied to me about the situation. And I believed him because I had no reason at the time not to.
You're a liar.
Because our relationship...
It's all on video. I don't... Why are you doing this? Archives. Here they come.
Was still new. And I had no experience with somebody like this coming out of a pretty wholesome relationship.
You're full of shit.
You wouldn't know the amount of women who tried to reach out to Natterd.
What is that? So what are you saying? So that means that they deserve to be raped, the women reaching out or whoever sent nudes or whatever. So is that what you're saying? That they deserve to be sexually assaulted, Chantal?
At that point. So to me,
wow.
She was just another fan, another woman who really wanted to jump his bones. Ew.
Wow.
But that's how it was.
But you drove him to the hotel though, and I thought you were with him. Didn't you say that? Or banging him or I don't know what kind of relationship that was. But you drove him to the hotel.
To me?
Knowing, so apparently, right there, what you just said, you drove him knowingly to the hotel, knowing that he was going to have sex with this woman. Even if she consented to it or not, you knew that was going to occur.
Why all this way to Canada, get a hotel room, just to eat some of his cooking?
I don't know. I would fly all the way to Kuwait to beat your ass, so I don't know. It seems plausible to me.
So for me, things were not adding up. I thought her motive was, I thought that there was something else going on.
Liar.
Until I learned the proper timeline of what happened. And then I saw that.
Until I learned how to get my story straight and come up with a fake alibi. Is that what you were trying to say, Chantal? Fucking liar.
You could have done it. The problem is, and I like to give the victim the benefit of the doubt.
No, you actually shamed the victim. You were calling her old. You were saying she was sitting on a pee pad, like just talking mucho shit about her. So, yeah, victim shaming.
So, as of now, I believe May.
Yeah.
That something happened, but we don't know 100%. That's the difference. We still don't know 100%. It's still in the court. Things are still happening. We haven't seen any of the evidence. We haven't seen
and you're in Kuwait because you don't want to be testifying in that criminal case. Isn't that correct, Chantal? You are in Kuwait, not only running from your taxes, but running from being a witness in a criminal trial.
You have the video footage, if there's any. Apparently, there's some hotel video footage. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Please, I hope that comes out. And I'm sure it shows you dropping him off at the hotel and then you picking him up from the hotel. I hope they release that beautiful bean
Now, don't
footage.
get it twisted. I'm not defending that turd.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Why do you have this little voice edit? Fucking bitch.
Discrediting May's story. I'm just saying that we don't know all the details because none of us were there. And we don't know.
You were fucking there. You dropped him off What are you talking about? What the hell are you? Are a scumbag. You are one of the worst examples. I'm not even going to say a woman, of a human being I have ever witnessed in my life.
What's being discussed in the court case. That's all I'm saying. I just like to keep an open mind with everything.
Please.
But knowing what kind of person Natur is now versus when it happened, I totally, 100% believe that he is capable of doing something
You're
so
full of
horrible
shit.
because he's done
You're trying to cover your ass.
similar things to me.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's about me. He's done it to me. Pick me. Shut the fuck up.
very abusive to me and to Dee Dee. And we all know how horrible of a person he is.
Excuse me, Dee Dee? I hope you have a response to this, Dee Dee.
Now, this clip I'm about to show you, this is a screen recording from Hekate's daughter, her stream, her latest stream. And this is the full clips of Samantha Tefler, Yaba, or the YouTube Underground's wife, dearly beloved wife, doing the exact same thing that Yaba is condemning me for. All right, so here we go. So, you know.
So excuse me. So just because Hecate posts this, I don't know what it is. I've never heard it before. Doesn't mean you get a pass. Just because somebody else does it doesn't give you a pass, asshole.
Okay, so what I'm sharing right now, these are all the clips that Damn It Amber procured. Thank you very much. That when Sam was talking about this whole situation with Salah, was it with Salah? No, with May and Natter. Sorry. Okay, and thank you very much, Moonchild. Moonchild says mental health crisis hotline. Text BRAVE to the crisis text line at 741-741. Please keep yourself safe. Thank you very much, Moonchild. Let's get into this crazy bitch right here, okay? Put a 1 if you guys can hear this.
This is the part where I was like, oh.
Okay, did you guys hear that? She's an amazing mod, for real. Did you guys hear that shit? That annoying voice from the depths of hell. Okay, yeah, you did. All right, here we go.
This is the part where I was like, oh. Is that what happened? So she said,
Oh,
you
shit.
knew the deal and it didn't meet your standards. And I was like, I smacked Yaba in the arm. I was like, oh my God. They were setting up like a booty call. You know, she was supposed to fly from California to Canada to get her butter whipped by Nodder, the stallion. And when he saw that video of her in the airport and it was, you know, obvious she was this old lady and a nutter, he ghosted her. This is the part where I was like,
Okay, so
I don't understand. What is this exactly proving, Chantal?
right now, I'm presuming, what is she saying here right now? Where did she get this information from? I don't even know what the fuck she's even talking about. But here's the second part. Hold on. Oh, they're all playing right now. Shit.
$1,000.
Okay,
$1,000.
but what is this? Is this an edited recording? Because it seems she sped it up a little bit and passed some parts. So is there context missing from this conversation? So what are you trying to prove?
And what, like a 6-7 hour flight? I don't know. You guys tell me. I don't know. Anyway, touches down in Ottawa. She said she came there for cooking. No. See, now May is also a liar.
Mm-hmm.
E.g., if that's what May is saying the whole thing was about, was to come there for his cooking, she's a fucking liar.
And it doesn't matter if that was her intention at first.
That's the same thing you said, Chantal, isn't it? So it doesn't matter if Sam is saying this. You said it. The same thing. What are you trying to prove?
Her intention. I don't even know, nor do I care, okay? Because at any point...
And it doesn't matter what Sam says, Chantal. You're the one that brought Skeletor to the platform and enabled him to do this sort of crime if it did occur. So what are you talking about?
Whatever you were planning and not planning, the word no is said, that's all that matters. Everything before that shit doesn't matter. You can say, I promise to fuck you. And then you go there and change your mind. None of that matters, okay, bitch? But why would you even know about that? Because the video I'm going to play after all these clips, you clearly are okay with pedophiles. Not only based on your own tweet defending one knowing he was a pedophile, but of course we're going to have to play the pirate one. You might know who I'm talking about.
I can tell from the messages I've seen just over there on Dee Dee's channel. I think it is $1,000.
All right, let's see what this idiot thinks. Here's the last one. Like, why are you even doing this? It's so weird for I don't know.
Look at, and then I'm gonna say this. I'm not getting into this bullshit between all these reaction channels, like fighting amongst each other. It's stupid. It's dumb. He said, she said, whatever. So Chantal and Sam had similar perspectives on the situation. I don't understand what this proves.
Okay.
Like, I don't get why she was talking to Dee Dee. Does anybody know? Like, what was her motivation here? I don't know. Maybe content, I guess. Because, like, did she like? I don't. Never mind.
Okay, well, DG, you remember this, but like, was it proven? How was it proven? Do you recall? Okay, so if you look just at these messages in the video that Dee Dee put out, it seems very simple explanation that May is a nutter. She's also old. Okay.
You know what's fucking wild? To know what kind of piece of shit that Natter is, right? And then to go to the partner of Natter to get the truth. Does that make
And it
any
doesn't
goddamn
matter.
sense at all?
This is a problem, and this is why a lot of rape victims don't come forward, is they're either not believed, they're out to be made looking crazy, and all of this type of stuff like that. I'm not saying that Sam in her comments are any more innocent, are not as are innocent compared to Chantal. They're one in the same comments basically. Stop shaming victims of sexual assault. Stop disbelieving them and doing shit like this. This is why women do not come forward.
No, it doesn't.
Like 60 something years in her 60s, right? She looks like a nutter. Like, there's a short video, like just a 2-second video, I guess, from the airport, selfie style, that May took and sent to Nutter. You can tell just from that little short little video clip of her in the airport that she's old AF and she's a nutter.
And I see what you're trying to do, Chantal. You're trying to make Sam look as bad as you, but I mean, I'm not in that circle. I watch them every now and then, but I see what you're trying to do, and I don't think it's going to work. So, nice try.
Okay, so people that look like they're old as fuck and a nutter cannot possibly be assaulted, okay? Because what the fuck does that... No, like, I cannot.
That's the exact same thing that Chantal had said.
I cannot with this bitch, all right?
So yeah,
You said the same thing. Our sheaves are coming for you.
offended about the time he was my boyfriend.
He wasn't your boyfriend. He was never your boyfriend. You were the one night stand that would not fucking leave. And he used you and got what he wanted out of you because you're stupid.
And I didn't know fully what happened. And what he said happened, he lied to me. Based on the messages...
So now he was your boyfriend. You knew that he was sleeping with random women that were messaging him on Instagram or wherever. You knowingly drove him to the hotel for the purposes of having sex with one of his fans and knowingly picked him up from the hotel. And then learned it was a sexual assault and then tried to give him a false alibi. Does that explain it?
I didn't understand the timeline of how things happened.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that there would have been time because of how often I was there.
Excuse me, it takes a guy like 1 second to bust a nut. You didn't understand the time. Get the fuck out of here.
And I thought she was just trying to make drama. I didn't think that he was predatory, that he was a bad person at the
But
time.
you just said that he did the same thing to you. So how do you not know he's predatory or, aggressive in that manner? You're full of shit. You're double talking. You can't even remember what you're lying about. You're a fucking fool.
Because Sam's Bar Lounge wasn't out and he hadn't laid a hand on me yet. So how am I supposed to know? So for you to blame that on me...
but he hadn't laid a hand on you yet, but you said that he was aggressive towards you. And I'm not even going to mention what she said because I don't even know if it occurred.
When I had no
She's a
idea what was
liar.
going on is just deflection on your part for having slept and had children with a actual
Wow.
PDF file. They're not the same, but nice attempt at...
It's not actually a deflection because even after the fact that, let's just say, the Skeletor sexual assault may not have happened, whatever, you were still going and sleeping with him. You were still begging for his attention. You were still going over there and promoting him on your channel. So knowing that there was a sexual assault involved in this, Chantal, you were still, on Team Skeletor. So what the hell are you talking about? You're just as dirty. and I'm not even going to say just as dirty. Yaba has nothing to do with the crimes that her ex fiance, husband, whatever, did after she wasn't with him. But you, on the other hand, have something to do with the crimes that your boyfriend, like you just said, did while you were with him, and you knowingly gave him a false alibi.
And blaming me again for something that happened 4 years ago now. Really?
Isn't that the same thing Sam's Yaba's saying, that she hadn't been with him in years and she has nothing to do with the crimes that he committed, but yet now you're saying the same thing? Huh? Isn't that funny?
Poor Yaba and Scamantha.
This, if anything, Chantal, you think this video makes you look good? It makes you look more guilty. Oh man, you're done.
You can hate me all you want, but if you're willing to defend somebody who defended a PDF file and named their dog after him, wrote him, had a hand, I'm sure, in a glowing obituary.
You not only defended him, you've defended Karate Joe, said he served his time and he deserved a second chance. And not only that, you're sitting in Kuwait and you defended Saddam Hussein, saying you felt sorry for him when they hung him. Yeah, you have a habit of defending depraved individuals. It's your type.
For this man, defended him because he's a war veteran. And so much else. You're just disgusting people.
Really?
Comparing a consensual situation to a non-consensual
situation.
How
was it consensual? She didn't initiate that conversation about religious degradation, the hatred towards Western women, rape, and all of that. Kai Bella didn't initiate that conversation. Your woof, 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 woof did with his mangled peen.
Just to contrive a self-defense out of yourself is really, really unsettling and disgusting. And whatever.
Oh, man.
Keep doing...
I'm feeling punchy right now.
Your stupid, pathetic attempts at getting people to hate me, at drama.
What do you mean getting people to hate you? I think you've done a good job of that yourself.
Look bad, because I'm sorry, but in my eyes, you guys are worse.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yaba and Sam are golden in comparison to you and the shit that you've done, Chantal. Get the hell out of here.
I'm just gonna keep doing my health journey.
And like I said, I'm not in here to defend this one, that one, get in all this like going after reaction channel drama, talking shit about this channel, this channel, this channel. But when it comes to children, which has been evoked in this situation through Chantal, yeah, I'm going to defend Yaba on that one, 100%.
About myself, getting on the treadmill, eating more structured, trying to make changes in my life. Meanwhile, you deflect with this when asked to show that you can do better on the treadmill. Oh. You were asked to. I challenge.
She's really going to say all that crap, and then she's going to do this fucking treadmill challenge. Get out of here. It's insane.
You and your challenge for me is to learn Arabic. How about you learn about Islam? Since you like to judge me so heavily,
you don't even know about Islam.
Muslim. You're not a proper.
You're not even. What are you talking about? Recite the first page of the Quran. Do that, Chantal.
Human being. Where do you have the right to judge me on my morality about being a Muslim when you don't even know anything about Islam? You don't know.
Because she's from America and is probably Christian, so she doesn't want to know anything about Islam. Maybe that's why.
Anything. You're an ignorant lowlife who gets a kick out of making fat jokes. And they're not even good fat jokes. It's the same thing all the time. They could be this in your Cartman voice. Like,
obviously that hits a spot.
I don't know. I don't know how people find that funny. Anyway,
whatever. I do what I want.
Bringing up old Natcher drama when I was the victim of abuse with him.
Prove it. Prove it. You can't. Because it's a lie.
And manipulation. And lies.
And you know what? And if he called you right now, you'd fucking jump on that. So shut up.
And at the time, why didn't I had no reason to not believe him. I didn't know who he was fully.
You're a liar, liar, liar. Your hijab is on fire.
And all other evidence and all other things just made sense to me that, you know, that this was not what she was claiming. Things have changed since then.
Yeah, what has changed? Because you think you're safe in Kuwait and they can't extradite you? Is that what you're thinking? Okay.
So what you're bringing up is just stupid and irrelevant, really. We have definitive proof that Jesse did do these things. His record, his criminal record.
And so does Nader. He has a criminal record as well for stabbing people, but that's okay with you.
I really don't know what the deflection's about. Can't compare. Anyways, guys, I guess that's it. I don't really have anything else to say. Just coming on here to point.
Okay, so I'm gonna end this. She's full of crap. Chantal, if you thought that this was gonna be like some moment on your channel where you like are the queen and you like checkmated and all this kind of crap, no, it wasn't. This was a horrible idea. You made yourself look far worse than you ever have before. So congratulations. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.
This is your daily reminder that you can be a kind person with a good heart and still tell people to f*** when they deserve it.